everybody, this is Doug Lang with Lang Fitness, and coming at you today from our little office here in Independence Gym. And I was just talking with my assistant slash awesome personal trainer Kristen a few minutes ago, and she was telling me a lot of questions that she seems to be getting, and I think it is kind of a trend right now too, is a lot of people are, I guess, still kind of confused by the macros type of eating plans and the macros based nutrition plans. And so yeah, I guess really just want to kind of clarify, I guess, some of the questions that some people are having on macros based nutrition plans. I was actually just talking with one of my new clients yesterday, and she was, because obviously we do macros based nutrition plans for our clients, and she was asking me, well, I want to learn some more about the macros plans. That's what I want to get on. I'm like, yeah, that's what we're going to be putting on. And I was like, you know what macros means, right? And she goes, no. And I'm like, well, macros is short for macronutrients. She's like, oh, what's that? I'm like, well, your macronutrients are your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. And she's like, oh, that's what that is? That's what that stands for? I'm like, yeah, that's what that stands for. And I was like, really? I was like, the macros-based nutrition plans it's nothing new. This has been around for years. It's just kind of a rebranded, thing that's been around forever. And it's really just based on the fact that, in theory, we're going to burn more calories than we eat, and that's how we're going to lose weight. So if I burn 2,000 calories a day and I eat 1,500 calories a day, that's how I'm going to start losing body fat. And what they're basically saying is, in the macros plan, is basically, well, you can eat kind of pretty much whatever you want to eat, provided you're within that 1,500 calorie, whatever your calorie balance that your body needs to drop body fat. And so let's clarify, like, some of the questions we get and some of the confusion we get from a lot of people nowadays, and I think in a way like Instagram and social media don't really help, is you see sometimes people that are in really, really great shape and they're posting all this junk food, on their Instagram or sharing, and they're like, well, I'm on my macros, so that's how I can eat this. And yeah, they're completely right. They can eat that on their macros, but that doesn't necessarily represent the population or everybody that's going to be doing a macros type of based program, or even just represent that person's program. Sometimes, that person might have a fairly clean nutrition plan throughout the week, but might have a couple cheat meals, that are within their calorie balance that they're allowed to have. And so it's important to remember that just because you see someone online, as an example, is, hey, this person's in good shape, I want to follow their plan. That's their plan, and that's what works for them. Your plan might be a little different, and depending on how much weight you have to lose to get to your ideal body weight, that type of thing, it might dictate, maybe how clean you do want to eat in your nutrition plan. I know for me, I'm a big fan of fairly clean diets, because in the end, and especially if you're trying to be a competitor, but if you just want to be a healthy individual, are you going to be healthy by eating a bunch of junk food within your calorie range, or are you going to be healthy by eating clean food within your calorie range? You know what I mean? And in my opinion, just to be balanced in life is, eat clean, have a good calorie balance, but have some fun on the weekends or whatever too. But if you can stay within your calorie balance, then you're going to obviously not be gaining weight on the weekends when you have a little bit of cheat food here and there. So to sum it up, I guess, is just to know that a macros based plan is really just a new branding of something that's been around for years. And a macronutrients basically just stands for proteins, carbs, and fats. As your three macronutrients that have calories. There is a fourth one. Alcohol does have calories, and you can kind of count that as a macronutrient because it is calorie containing. So if you count those four as your daily calorie balance, that's what's going to get you your macros and your total calories for the day. But really, it's not too complex. You just got to know that you figure out your basic calorie balance. Once you have that, you try to keep track of that daily. Obviously, nowadays we got all these apps that kind of make it completely easy for you. So all you got to do is type it in, and you know kind of where you're at for the day once you know your numbers. And that's the other thing. Just know your numbers on your plan. So You got to know how many calories you need to eat. You got to know how many carbs, proteins, and fats you need to eat per day. Once you know that, that's pretty much your macros plan. You can kind of, for the most part, eat whatever you want throughout the day. I'm a big fan of having some structure, whether it's 4 meals, 5 meals, or 6 meals, and having a structure with that, I think gives you a lot more benefit to keeping your metabolism high and keeping your energy levels good throughout the day, and keeping your energy levels good for your workouts and strong workouts. Hopefully that answers some of the questions on macros. If not, shoot us a couple questions that you might want to get answered. That may be a little more specific, and we'll try to answer them on some of our videos. Again, this is Doug Lang with Lang Fitness. Talk to you soon.